Have you noticed that most organizations have a sprint demo going on in the organization instead of a sprint review? Have you noticed? Can you relate with what I'm saying? I'm very sure that most people can relate with this. Most of the organizations that I've worked for, anytime I joined the organization, I would always realize that they have a sprint demo going on. If at all they have anything going on, and not a sprint review. Have you noticed that most organizations have a sprint demo going on in the organization instead of a sprint review? Have you noticed? Can you relate with what I'm saying? I'm very sure that most people can relate with this. Most of the organizations that I've worked for, anytime I joined the organization, I would always realize that they have a sprint demo going on. If at all they have anything going on, and not a sprint review. And with organizations like that, they typically face different kind of challenges which we will be discussing today. And as an Agile practitioner, it's even a bigger challenge for you when you're really looking to help these teams be better. So that's going to be what we'll be addressing today. My name is Fomafung, your Agile Evangelist, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will be discussing the difference between a sprint demo and a sprint review. Is it actually the same? Is there actually any difference at all? Well, please, so that you don't miss out on any of these great gems we are, putting out today, stay tuned and watch until the very end. I also have something very important to communicate at the end. All right, let's get started. What is the difference between sprint demo and sprint review? I realize that most organizations, they do sprint demo, but to the best of their knowledge, they understand it's a sprint review they are doing. And now, what is the challenge that usually comes with organizations that do this kind of practice? Organizations that call their sprint review sprint demo, you would realize that the first thing that I noticed that is common is if there are teams in this organization that are not working on new functionalities, working functionalities as the product they're working on, they don't even have these meetings at all. And if you try to coach them to do it, the common thing that I'll hear is, we don't have anything to show. The nature of our work doesn't allow us to, we don't end up with anything to show, so there's no point having the meeting. We don't need it. The second common thing I hear is, maybe these teams are actually working on a new working functionality, right? Well, for the first example that I mentioned, a typical example that I've worked for is a team. I worked in the past with a team that they were working on a server software. So it was very challenging to implement sprint review, even though we finally achieved that, which was awesome. So, with server, they really, the nature of their work doesn't really allow them to have something showable like that, tangible something to show. So they don't see the need to have any sprints, any demo at all in the first place, according to what they say. Now, the second challenge that I have noticed with organizations that call sprint review sprint demo, or organizations that refer to sprint review as sprint demo, is that maybe these organizations are currently these teams are working on a real new working functionality. And then for the sprints that they did not achieve any increment, any potential increment, they just cancel the meeting. They'll say, we don't have anything to demo. So they just go ahead and cancel the meeting. Okay, now, as an Agile coach, as a Scrum Master, how are you going to blame them? You cannot blame them, because the purpose of the demo is to demo an increment, and they don't have an increment to demo. So what's the point attending the meeting? You see? So now that's the problem. So now, what is a sprint review? A sprint review is a little bit different, which is why let's go into what a sprint review is first. So I see a sprint review as that event where we bring stakeholders together and then we apply the the Scrum pillars, which are inspection, transparency, and adaptation. So that's that opportunity where we come together and show what we have been up to the sprints that just ended. That's the transparency we are talking about, so that the stakeholders can inspect it, because we are working for the stakeholders. They can inspect it. That's the inspection I'm talking about. And then they provide their feedback so that we can use that feedback and make adjustments in the future sprints, which is the adaptation, you see. And now, this is where there is a difference between demo and sprint review. You see, when I said team members come and show what they've been up to, I'm not only talking about showing what they've been up to in terms of working functionality or in terms of an increment. No, I'm talking about showing in terms of showing everything from a product perspective, in terms of the product. That is, if they achieved an increment, they want to show it, right? And then they also want to showcase some of their wins. They want to showcase some of their successes. They also want to showcase the challenges that they came across, especially as this is the opportunity where we have these stakeholders all in one place. We want to have that opportunity to communicate the challenges that we faced and we're able to overcome them, and the ones that are still pending and we need their help to overcome those challenges. So we want to showcase those things so that we are getting the help we need and so that we are making progress. So that is what a sprint review is. It's really not all about coming to show an increment. It's all about coming to synchronize on the reality on the ground, and then most importantly, show an increment so that we are getting feedback and making adjustments in the next sprint, so that we end up delivering the right thing and delivering the thing right. You see, now you see the difference between the sprint review and the sprint demo. A sprint demo will only be that one where, which is what I see in most organizations, they come and then they do a demo. And sometimes you would see presentation slides. That's what they are demoing. That's what they are demonstrating. Presentation slides. That's not really what we want. We actually want real working functionality to be demo. Well, some other teams would actually be demoing something, but that's about it. They are not communicating any challenge. They are not communicating their successes. They are not communicating none of that. They are not synchronizing. They are not doing none of that. So I think now, to summarize all of it, before I give a good summary so that you're walking away with something that you can communicate clearly to the next person. If they ask you what was Coach Karen's video all about today, you clearly know what to say. I just want to say this: if you really like what we've discussed today and you want to show your support, smash that subscription button so you will not miss out on our weekly content, and turn on the notification bell. If you have questions, drop the questions in the comment section and share the video so that others will benefit from this as well. And not just that, I just want to seize this opportunity to say that if you want to be trained and be an outstanding Scrum Master, Agile Coach, we have different programs going on. We have programs to train you, which is what we call the level 1 program, and you'll be eligible to go validate your understanding of the concept through a certification. In addition to that, if you're already trained, you're in the job market, or you are a business person, or you are just a lifelong learner, you just want to understand how this thing is done practically, we have the level 2. The level 2 is structured as an internship program that helps you gives you the possibility or the opportunity to be a part of a life project, and that's how you gain the experience. That's how you boost the confidence. That's how you boost your competency and all of that. And if you are already working, you want to be valuable in your organization, you want to stand out instead of fitting in, the level 3 program is for you. We will work with you in that one on a one-on-one basis, and that's how you will just excel in your organization. If you are interested in transitioning from a Scrum Master to an Agile Coach, or from a product owner to an Agile Coach, or from a project manager to an Agile Coach, whatever you're looking to transition from to becoming an Agile Coach, or you're already an Agile Coach and you just want to deepen your skills, we have the Agile Coaches Mentoring Program. That's an intense 2-month boot camp program. it will help you stand out in the agile coaching space. So please, how do you get all this information in details? Visit our website. That's the information there. Learn more about our programs. If you have questions, give us a call, send us an email, or send us a text message. That's our number right there. Reach us on WhatsApp. It's very possible, and we'll be more than happy to guide you. Thank you so much. Now, let's wrap this up. To wrap this up, the sprint demo and the sprint review. Sprint demo is just an agenda item in the sprint review event. So if you're only focusing on demoing or demonstrating, you're only covering one aspect of the sprint review event. So it's not complete. So for you to make sure you're really leveraging the purpose of a sprint review, ensure that you're actually touching all these key areas. You're demonstrating the increments, you're communicating your key challenges, you're communicating the successes as well, you are communicating the impediments, you're communicating the risks, all of these things, and you're just giving an overall summary of the outcome of the sprint. So that is what I consider as a sprint review. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much. If this video was helpful, I would like to know in the comments section. Also like it and share. Talk to you in the next video. Bye bye.